Hi everyone, this is week 3 in the PBI Artist Accelerator Pro training, and this week we're going to be covering different ways to book using online gig sites. So this is actually a re-recording of the call that we had on week 3 because I accidentally didn't record that call. So right now I'm giving you the scoop, and it will be a little bit shorter because it's just going to be me presenting. So these gig sites that we're going to look at are Gigmasters, Bands in Town, Gig Salad, and Gigtown. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And since this is about you being able to do your own, it's working as a independent artist. So this is going to be about the way that you can actually implement, these are resources that you can use as a band on your own. So you could still work with a booking agent or work with somebody who's going to be booking gigs for you. And these, I recommend all 4 of these sites using these and setting up profiles on each of them, because it's a great way for you to get extra exposure. You'll come up more in search when people are looking to book a band online. There's 4 times as many more chances that you're going to come up because these sites are all optimized and using search engine optimization when people search for booking a band like yours. So it's going to definitely get you out there more, give you more chances at getting gigs and at submitting to play at gigs. And since it's all a numbers game, this is a really important way for you to get out there even more. So you can, I would recommend to set up a profile on each of these sites, at least the free option, because they all have different types of levels of services. And so you can look them over and at least try each one of them and then see what's working for you, what you need to tweak, and what you want to keep doing and what you don't want to keep doing. But basically, one thing that I really like about working through these sites is that you know you're going to get paid. So as an artist, you're negotiating and determining everything up front. So your fees are for sure, and the amount, you know, it's clear, everything is in a contract and laid out. And a lot of times, you know, when you're playing at a club, you're not quite sure what you're going to end up with at the end of the night. This way, at least you know for sure. So I'm going to show you first Gigmasters. So this site has been around since, at least since 2007 or even before when I started booking gigs. And I know a lot of people who've used Gigmasters. I know personally that event planners and people who host events that have contacted us as a booking agency or that have worked with me directly. I know that some of those people have also booked gigs on Gigmasters. And it's a time now, this day and age, when a lot of people that are needing to hire a band, they can tend to be of the do-it-yourself mindset, and they want to get out there and do their own research and then contact the bands directly. And so you're going to have more chances of getting a gig because there are people who like to work like that, and they won't go through an agent. So that gives you a chance to reach those people. So what you would do is you would go to your section that's musical entertainment. You can see there's different options you can categorize yourself under, from live bands, soloists, ensembles, DJs, world bands, and singers. And then there are different categories within inside each of those. So you can narrow down in the world bands like a mariachi band. And then you can come up, and this is just an example of what the client will see, or the person that's booking the band. And then they can search for the details that they're looking for and see who comes up. And then they can request information from that artist. And if you would like to, you know, set up yourself on here, you would go to this area here. There's a vendor sign up. And then they have also a pricing plan, of course. So there is a basic membership. It's $99 for 3 months, or $269 for 12 months. That's the lowest one, and the highest level is the gold. It's $169 for 3 months, $499 for 12 months. So basically, these gives you a breakdown of everything, all the perks, and all of the benefits that you'll get for signing up on here. So at least sign up for the basic, I would recommend. And if it's possible to sign up for one of the other ones, you have your option to do that. So that's the Gigmasters. And then the next one we're going to look at is bands in town. So some of you might already be using the bands in town. I totally recommend this because bands in town, for me personally, every band that I like on Facebook, which it's a lot of them, I get the updates about when they're going to be playing near me, when they're coming to my town, and it's super easy because I don't have to sign up for alerts or anything. I just get them because of my settings on the app, and I'm able to get like nice surprises to know that certain bands are playing. So it's a really good way to link and to sync up your gig calendar with social media. So the bands in town, you can sign up on Facebook if you're already, I'm sure you're already on Facebook, but you can go to the Bands in Town app, and I recommend you do this right away today if you don't already have it. Go search on Facebook, find Bands in Town, and then sign up to be using the app, and then you'll be able to link your band profile with your Facebook page and get your, helping to draw people to your events. So some of the things that Bands in Town does will also get your fans to, to track you and to follow you. And then you can also get analytics, and it's a great way to keep in touch with your fans and message them and just letting more people know about your gigs so that people will come out there and see you play. So this is definitely an awesome tool, and it's easy to use on your mobile app too. Basically, you just need to add your tour dates, and then your dates will sync across your Facebook page, your website, and Twitter feeds. So your fans will be able to find you, and then they can easily share the info with their friends. So basically, that's the deal. And you can go to their website and read more about it. But it's for sure a no-brainer. I would definitely make sure you get onto this one. You can also message to your RSVPs that are coming to the event, so you can communicate with your fans that are coming to your shows, and then you get all of the data that's sent to you in a report. So you can find out where your fans are coming from and do your analytics too. So that's the Bands in Town. Next, we're going to look at Gig Salad. So Gig Salad, this has been around for quite a while too. And I've also had clients, quite frankly and frustrating to me, but that they do book gigs on Gig Salad. So that's good news for you because I know people are using it. And so with the Gig Salad, also the service options are several. For example, on the musical apps, if you want to take a look here, it's going to, this is what the client would see. They can search by their location and then by the category of music, and say we check out those steel drum bands. So look at that. There's a whole lot of steel drum bands in Southern California. Who would know, right? So this could be you. You could have your profile on here, so people will see your steel drum band when they're searching. And then the bands get ratings, so you definitely want to, when you're on here, make sure that your clients are happy with their gigs and that they give you positive reviews and that everything goes well, and be very professional and timely with your responses, your communication with people who inquire, and I'm sure you'll be able to manage to get some gigs that you wouldn't have had just by being on here on the Gig Salad. So the services, if you want to join, this is the options that they have. There's the membership level of free. So definitely do that. I mean, that's for sure. Like, why not? You just have more options and opportunities to get gigs. Okay, you're not going to get that much visibility, but you're still up there. And you can get your profile on the site. If you do the Pro, that's an option from just $30 a month, and the featured is $40 a month. So if it's something that's doable for you, I would say go for the featured one and do your best to get booked with as many gigs as you can. You know, give it a good shot and see if you want to continue doing that. So they've been around also since 2007. And again, it's a reliable and a very secure place to post your gigs and to be able to get paid and to perform. So that's the Gig Salad. And the last one I want to show you is Gigtown, which is cool because this is a local San Diego startup. And at one point, we talked about this on the actual live call. At one point, Gigtown was paying or accepting, they did sort of donations or payments to bands that you could leave like a tip for bands, and so that the bands were able to get paid from being on the site. And then my understanding is that that feature has gone away now that they're a little bigger of a startup and they don't really, I guess that was maybe kind of a marketing sort of gimmick for them to grow their business, getting more people onto the platform by offering those incentives of the tips. And now they have the tips. It's either that they're a lot reduced, or I'm not sure. It's not showing on the web page right now that they still have it. So that's probably kind of a feature of the past, but it was really cool. I'm not on here. It's more of an indie artist thing. We don't use this as an agency, but this is some of the features. There's the check-ins. Yeah, they do. The Gigtown pays the artist when they check into one of your gigs. It's just they don't pay as much as they used to. It's not as much anymore. And then it's a way for people to find out about shows and to follow your gigs. And you can also get gigs by the venues and different type of event organizers post their event onto the app, and then you as an artist can submit to be a part of that. So it's all here too. When you take a look on the website, it explains how everything works about the booking, the shows, and the check-ins. And there's also a feature they have that's about the radio, where you can stream live music from the Gigtown radio artists. And if you'd like to sign up on this one, there is the sign up option and the different let me tell you about the different options. They're way down here for a musician. Oops. Let me move my icons. So to sign up, sorry, I want to give you the info on how much it costs. Basically, you get a PayPal deposit every Monday once you get on Gigtown and start getting some tips. So you need to create the artist profile. For that, you need your photo, a YouTube link, and a song. Once you have your profile set up, you can put the word out however you'd like and get your fans checking in. So, okay, there's no fee. You just can create your own profile, and you don't need to pay for that. So it's another no-brainer. Get on GigTown, get the app for bands in town, and then set up yourself at least on the free version of the other two sites, the free and or the cheap version. And so then you're all set. Then you have 4 times more opportunity to get gigs because you're out on 4 different sites. And who knows, you'll get a lot more visibility. I'm sure you'll get inquiries, and then do your best to be professional, timely in your response, and get the information that they're looking for, close the deal, get the gig booked, get out there, play, do your best, do your follow-up, and you're on the right track. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. All right, Artist Accelerator Pro. Thank you for tuning in, Paramount Booking. See you next time.